hopefully you're still with me as we continue onwards. And I really do apologise if that timer came through. It was just the notification to let me know half an hour is up. I said I was going to try and make these parts an hour long, but let's not do that. These. So much. Slowly do all of them. Dead. Now, I'm fairly certain that the two random hollows came out because they saw Larry's skull. As long as I'm careful, should be fine. I guess there's this time around. It's a little cheesy, but the best way to do that for is just use the fire. Ooh. It's a little heavy, but its defensive stats can't really be denied. And because it's our only piece, yeah, we can go around with that. I'm not sure if there's forehead in all of the Dark Souls, but if so, I wouldn't mind using it. That's actually pretty cool. I forgot we got that here. We should have named our character Inosuke. If you don't get that reference, you should watch Demon Slayer. We could have done that so much better. Okay. And you as well. I think we get the Great Sword, at least one of them, from Merchant. Oh, that we get upcoming Mystery Key. What does it unlock again? I think I remember what that opens. I think that's the cell of one of the NPCs. Important quest line, or they bring a favor later on. We're taking so much less damage now that we have at least one item. Or at least one piece of armor on. Oh, that. Screwed that up. Just to date this video, Lords of the Fallen came out, I want to say, 2 weeks ago. And it made me think of Dark Souls again. Which is the reason why we have this one going. Yeah, that's where we have to go, I think, up here. Yep. I think that guy just shoots crossbow bolts if you don't kill him. And this one, I think, down here is optional. Yeah, one of the knights. Not sure what their appropriate name is, but calling them a knight isn't correct. Light shield. I think that has better stats than what we're using. Better physical, less magic, more fire. I don't want to try against the dragon. Might be able to do it. I mean, we have a boarhead now. We might be able to do it. We have a boarhead. That is the weirdest sentence I've ever had the pleasure of saying. Actually, I don't think that's true, but it's up there. Thought it was gonna be harder, to be honest. Black Knight Shard. We do have a mini boss of sorts coming up, but I'm honestly not too worried about it. These 3 soldiers here give me more concern. How did that not kill you? Soldier helm. Yeah, the leap is just so small. But we now have a bonfire at least, which is what we needed. That's just a spirit. Rest, level up. And then go talk to Astoria? No, that's not his name. It's Onion. His name is Onion.
Forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall. Or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge. No matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak. Still close. Still.
Thought he gave his name if you...
Still close. Still.
Apparently not. Or maybe I accidentally skipped it. His name will come back to me later on. I'll be like in the middle of the day and be like, oh, that was his name. Dear, oh dear. But we still have a few things up here to grab. Including the first bell. So can we buy a sword from this guy? Oh, I'd love a great sword. Give me something with a little more reach and a little more heft.
Well, I'm on if it requires me.
Andrea Stora. Purchase item. Broadsword, bastard sword. Close. Bastard sword's not a two-handed sword, I don't think. It is. Smallest one, I think. Excuse me. Also 3,000 souls. I don't mind looking it up. It has been a while since I played, and I think everyone at this point has played Dark Souls to death. Great sword. Dark Souls. I don't want to use the Ultra Great Sword because while dodging in this game is weird, it's not... It is still important. So I can't just ignore it outright. Great swords. Black Knight sword, that'd be a nice one. Moonlight Great Sword, we're not going to get that. And it doesn't have the beam that it normally does, I don't think, in this one. Claymore would be what I'd prefer. Or the Great Sword of Artorias. I think we get that from the boss. Black Knight Sword. Chance to drop from Black Knights the same, but use the same weapon, that's fine. Moonlight Greatsword. Soothe the Scales, not going to add that to the very end game. Claymore. Lead a body on the bridge guarded by the Hellkite Worm on Upper Undead Berg. Is that the item that we nearly get every single time? We might try and get that one. And in order to get that one... Wait, you need to ascend a weapon with a soul in order to get the soul weapons? That is much different from what I recall. My apologies, I know that this is riveting content. Me looking at a wiki, but it showed the way to get Artorias' sword for half a second there, and I'm just like, what? Also, I need you to maximize. Come on. Are you really not? This game is being... Come on. I need you to maximize again.
I'll be saying, be careful.
I don't think I've had not this much issues with a game running for a long time. Okay. There we go. It just didn't like me being tabbed out. As for the Claymore, I think we will go back and try and get it. We're in a good position to do so. It is a bit of a run, mind you, past a lot of enemies we just killed, but it is doable. As long as we don't mess it up, which is entirely possible. You need to know first. Can we actually skip past you two? No. Okay, if I recall, there's a temple... I like fighting him over here if possible. Or, I don't think you can backstab him. We can try at least, but I don't think you can. No, you can't. Hits like a truck. Yep, we'll both heal up. Every time I die in this game, I'm just like, really? Really? I was not expecting to die this much. I am rusty as heck in Dark Souls. I need to get good, as they say. Should be doable though. Me once, shame on me. Me twice, shame on you. I'll be showing my own age there when I said that. Longsword's not a good, not a bad alternative. If we can't get the claymore, I may switch over to that. In fact, I may switch over to that anyway. Are we slow rolling now? We're definitely rolling slower than before. Such a delayed attack. That tracking. You got me with the double swing. And the punish. Oh, someone popped up. Okay. Shortcut to Firelink unlocked. I was just thinking, the fastest way to get back to where we were is probably just to continue on this way. Going back to Firelink will help us long term, but it's not necessary. That's right. There's 3 of these guys, isn't there? Run away! Run away. Okay, 2 down. 1 to go. You nearly parried us there. There we go. I do like how they sound when they're casting. I think we'd lose that in future games. They sound mundane when casting, or they don't even say anything at all. I think you're a key. Oh, but no. Is the key down here? I think you're a key. Basement key. What do you unlock? A basement, I suspect. Leading to the lower undead berg. Ah, okay, so if we go back to the beginning of the bridge, that should allow us to go down to the undead berg. We'll open this up just because I can. The boar isn't alive again, is it? Just thinking the fastest way back to the bridge is probably to go through here. We'll have to deal with the rats again, but there are worse things in the world. Roll. Roll. Oh, we so nearly got poisoned there. Poison's fine, as long as we survive. 2, and 3. We shouldn't need to worry about those. One that's worrying me is this guy here. Fine. And yeah, we don't have a lot of time. We gotta rush. So if we don't hit the bonfire down here, we're gonna die. Shortcut, shortcut. Yep. I really wish there was a way to slide down. And here we go. Now, honestly, I probably should have gone back to Filing Shrine, because it would have been the easiest way to get back to where we were from here. Instead of having to deal with all the rats again, and you know how it was. Now, hopefully we can get the claymore. I have no illusions about us being able to survive fire breath. Okay. Does that trigger you? No. Hopefully the one closest to us, and not the one far away. Immediately died. I think it has 2 different types of breath there. One that does the sweep, and another one that just goes straight up. If he does the sweep, I think that immediately kills us. Let's try and roll through it this time. Whoa! Grab it. Yeah, got the claymore. We got it! Okay, we got the thing. What's the stats needed to use it, though? 16 strength. 3 more levels. Not impossible. That said, we'll leave things there. This... I apologize. These parts have been weird just from the very beginning. Hopefully, the parts going forward won't be too chaotic like this one was. But hopefully you join me for this as well. And hopefully they're a bit longer than 20 minutes, because through happenstance, the parts we've had so far have just added up to that amount. I'll see you then.